హలో వినబడుతోందా?
వినిపిస్తుంది.
ఓకే. క్లారిటీ ఉందా? అందుకని అడుగుతున్నాను.
క్లియర్ గానే ఉంది.
నమస్తభాయి, గురుభ్యో నమః. Last week we have started the series of SriRamachandrudu garu only in English. I have mentioned in the beginning that some 18 episodes are uploaded about Ramachandrudu garu and his works. That is in Telugu. They have taken place in Telugu. All the lectures were in Telugu. And it is felt that Telugu means only it will be restricted to Telugu people only. So just I changed my mind and wanted to expand the area. That is the reason I just last Sunday only I started another series in English. That is also about the works of Ramachandrudu garu. SriRamachandrudu garu is a well-known scholar throughout India, particularly in Sanskrit circles, because Sanskrit language not like a science topic. Scientists, even scientists are not known to literary persons. It is there. There is a joke, actually, we do not know our neighbors. Our neighbors do not know us. So, like that, it is there. Therefore, decided to introduce. Actually, here all the books, his books, all the books cannot read out or anything. But the thing is, actually, major works are in Telugu. That is the reason we have taken the series in Telugu. But the thing is, Telugu is okay, but actually, why Telugu he has taken up means actually the Sanskrit text, the importance of Sanskrit text. Then, of course, whichever are important, he has taken for translation. That is the thing. So, that way, in this context, when we talk about Ramachandrudu garu and his works, we can mention, we can take up some works translated by him, because just to know their significance. And once you people means the audience, they know the title of the book and its category, whether it belongs to Vedanta or Vyakarana or Alankara Shastra, then it is of their choice, because all the works actually translated into Telugu are available almost all regional languages. At least as I know, Kannada, there are beautiful scholars who have translated our Chandogranthas, etc., into the Kannada language. Similarly, Ramayana, etc., translated into many more works in Tamil Nadu also. And what to talk of Kerala? Kerala, it is very rich in Sanskrit also. So that way, actually, the Sanskrit, important Sanskrit works, that is Alankara Shastra, Vedanta Shastra, Vyakarana Shastra, Subhashitas, Panchatantra, and what to say about Ramayana, Mahabharata, all the Kalidasa works, all important works are brought into the respective regional languages. So they are available to the Indian audience. Yeah, I should say that they are available to all the Indian audience. No problem at all. The books are available. Here, what I felt is, it is my humble submission to the audience. Those who know, they read it, they might have read it, might be having the library with them. But those who are really eager to know, those who do not have acquaintance with the Sanskrit literature, I would like to really simply share my views with them that these books are nice. Whenever you find time, you can go to those books like Kalidasa or anything, because Sir has taken up number of books like 200 works. Some are available with English translation. That is also an advantage. Recently we have dealt with that Vyagritanaya Samvada. It is provided with English translation. Similarly, later on I talk Gitanjali. Gitanjali is published with English translation. And then Sanskrit Anuvada and also English translation. Similarly, Dhammapada is a Buddhist text that is also provided with Sanskrita Chaya and English translation. So this way, whichever are there in English translation, if I introduce them, then naturally where they are available, they find out, they will go for that. And some are in English, Sanskrit to Hindi also. So like this, whichever are available, they can take. And Ramayana, etc., Ramayana and Mahabharata. Mahabharata is a beautiful, the credit goes to Gorakhpur people. Gorakhpur Press has published all the 18 Parvans. That is a different. Now, Hindi knowing people can buy, read it. So that is available. Similarly, Ramayana also available in regional languages and also in Hindi published by Gorakhpur only. I too have purchased from Gorakhpur only with simple translation. That's a beautiful, simple summary we have to say, not word to word meaning. Now, why again I am taking these subjects means here Ramachandrudu Garu, Professor Ramachandrudu Garu, who has really translated, he has selected not so many, thousands of works in Sanskrit, not all of them. He has taken up some 20, 30 are creative works, and remaining above 100 he has taken for translation because of the significance of those books. Alankara Shastra he has picked up only like some 10 or so because they are almost, trend setting. That means they have established new theories. Similarly, other works also. So, like this, he went on picking up from grammar, from Vedanta, etc. Upanishads, 10 Upanishads he has translated into Telugu. And 10 Upanishads later on only because I have decided to introduce Vedanta at the end of the series, leisurely, because Vedanta means Vedasyanta. So similarly, Sambhashanante eva, that will be later on. Today, I just, I have picked up Ramayana, Telugu Vyakhyana, but here already two lectures are already arranged by us in Telugu. Two scholars have spoken about Ramayana according to their angle, their perspective. It's okay. Now, what I am doing, I am going to do here is long, long ago on some Amrutotsava of Guru Garu, that means Pullela SriRamachandrudu Gari Amrutotsava occasion, a volume is brought out in which some people have written articles, and I am also one of them. My article is particularly the subject is given by Professor SriRamachandrudu Garu himself. It is not a boasting for my work, but the topic is given by Sir, asking me to go through entire Ramayana and to pick up and highlight what are new statements and what that means highlighted points to present in my article. The article is in Telugu. But the points whichever I have mentioned in that, I would like to present in this episode, that which I am going to do. Now, so here actually, Kanda wise I have taken up that actually this article is big one, but I am not going to read it. Kanda wise, I have arranged what are the prakshiptas, etc., how they are uh, really somewhere, they wipe off some doubts, somewhere actually absurdity will be there. All these really are answered by Guru Gar. So here, coming to Ramayana, and his Vyakhyana, name of his Vyakhyana is Balanandini. Balanandini means actually we can say that a pleasing, lovely, a girl child, Bala, Nandini, Anandini, we can say, and Balanam Nandini. This is really an entertainment, means a pleasant presentation to the beginners. Bala means beginners, those who are um, children in engage. Welcome, Ravinder Garu.
నమస్తే మేడం.
Namaste. I am meeting up all your time. Okay.
జర్నీలో ఉన్నా నేను.
You are on time. Okay. So, actually, sir's contribution, Balakanda. See, wherever he has mentioned certain things, I am mentioning here. It is in Telugu, but I am really presenting in English only. In Balakanda, first Sarga, Shloka number also I am giving, Shloka 11. There is a beautiful description of SriRamachandrudu's, not our SriRamachandrudu, SriRamachandrudu, Ayodhya Saketa Rama, SriRamachandrudu's beauty, that is the Sarvanga Saushtava, that means the perfect handsome personality describing each limb. How it is described means I do not know how many of you have gone through that description. I had gone through, I don't remember, that is a different issue. How many of you have gone through that? But there, actually top to toe, each part is according to Samudrika Lakshana. Samudrika means, astrology is there. The astrology, it defines how a particular limb should be there. So that means actually Valmiki describes in such a way that the bones of this jaws, the shoulders, etc. Beautiful description. So here, because I am not describing it, but what Ramachandrudu sir has done in that occasion, I am telling. And for each one, whatever is described by Valmiki, simply Valmiki has described. This is how his jaws are there. This is how his shoulders are there. This is how his knees are there. Only this way, Ajana Bahu. Only Anganga Varnana, that is description of each limb, is there. There Ramachandrudu sir's contribution is, he has applied, he has shown total Samudrika. I mean, he has really, there we find his Samudrika Shastra Jnana. Because according to Samudrika Lakshanas, characteristics, how should be the bones, how much height should be there, and how should be the neck. All these are really described with Samudrika Lakshanas by SriRamachandrudu Garu. This is his contribution. If you look at the translation in Valmiki Ramayana by SriRamachandrudu Garu, then we know not only SriRamachandrudu's Varnana, etc., but we'll understand by seeing actually so many times, on YouTube only it comes. Why N.T. Ramarao? Here it is known, not because I am his fan or anything, that is not there. But actually N.T. Ramarao's physique, the personality, everyone says there is no such person in the entire world, particularly because whatever idol, it is read by me long ago in an article that actually those who have not seen N.T. Ramarao or his movies, the sculptures that who really make the idols, they have never seen N.T. Ramarao. But the idol prepared by them, that was like was Lord Venkateshwar or something, somewhere. It has the resemblance of N.T. Ramarao, they said. That means it is not because of filmy knowledge or anything, but the thing is, whenever these idols really, they are really carved on a stone, etc., they have certain principles. See, how should be deities idols? How should be demons idols? How should be dancers idols? So this is Sthapatya. Sthapatis, they know, because you people know, many of you know how these really, all these, you have seen the, like on Tank Bund also you have seen the murtis. So different, if you see Salarjung Museum, that Greek idols are there. So their designs different, their personality is different. So like this, there is really knowledge about how to carve the idols, etc. That they all these experts in this sculpture, they refer to that. They have the knowledge. That is the reason here, unless the such lakshanas are there, those resemblance won't come into the idol. That is the reason here. What I want to say is, Ramachandrudu sir was well acquainted with the Samudrika. I have been telling Vastu, Samudrika, astronomy also, Panchanga. So he could, if I read, I am not able to really apply these lakshanas to the description, because sir, being well acquainted with the Shastra, he has done justification by really applying each lakshana, each characteristic to the description of Valmiki. Okay, and how he has described, he says, and again, for example, Snigdhavarna. Snigdhavarna, even today, people really, it is very difficult to translate. Why means Sniha, the word is Sniha is the root. From Sniha only Sneha has come. So Sneha means affection, you know. Actually, you say jigri, dost, etc. And Sneha means viscidity, that is stickiness. Sneha means oil. Okay. So here Sneha, that is Snigdha Varna means, that is what he, according to his, that is Vyakhyana. Sneha is actually what we say, you, you also might have heard, and it is in our usage. That is skin will be, there is a glow, we say, isn't it? Glow, it is like a layer, glow. And actually, sometimes we feel as if the skin is transparent. That is the complexion. So, that is shining in the body. Snigdha is whether they are like what we say, uh, not total black, but that is the reason, some descriptions come. Shining black, they say. That means black means actually Krishna means Shyama Varna also. Shyama means not Samala in Hindi. Telugulo Chamana Chaya. Not complete jet black. So even Chamana Chaya people also, that they have very good complexion. Some people. Similarly, white color or brown, Indian brown also, they say Indian color. The shining is more important, because many people may be very fair, etc., but the glow will not be there. The glow is actually, the glow is the main cause of attraction. మరి మెరుస్తున్నాడు అంటాం మనం. వాడు స్నానం చేసి వచ్చినా, మొహం గడుకుని వచ్చినా చకచక మెరుస్తున్నాడు. దట్స్ బికాస్ ఆఫ్ ద స్నేహ. That is called Snigdhavarna. So why Ramayana we have to read? Why Ramachandrudu sirs we have to read? Means such words we will know. That is called Snigdhavarna. And also he says, if there is, what we say, shining, this eyes, glittering eyes, they say. Actually not shining, glittering eyes. Merise kallu. మనం అంటాము కళ్ళు తళతళ మెరుస్తున్నాయి అంటాము. సో దిస్ మెరుగు, ద షైనింగ్, ద గ్లిటరింగ్, ద glow in the eyes, the glitterance in the eyes, it indicates, sir explains us, it indicates saubhagyam. Saubhagyam means, subhaga means, the fortune. Again, we need not go for good fortune, bad fortune, he never enjoyed his life. It is not like that. The richness, we have to say subhaga means fortunate. Subhaga is rich. Subhaga is blessed. So saubhagyam it indicates, he says. And also he says, if there is, shining on teeth, some, not advertisement, but actually some people, you also might have seen, it is not exaggeration, it is not Alankara Shastra. But some people, their teeth will be, glowing like anything. And that indicates, sir comments, that indicates they will be blessed with good food, rich, tasty food, rich food. And if there is a glow all over the body, then sir comments that we Samudrika Lakshana, they have the happy bed, very comfortable bed, Sukha Shayya. Comfortable, that means comfortable life. The on bed, that's all. That we have, that means very Dampatya Sukha or anything, they will have very Sukha Shayya, very comfortable sleep. And if there is a glow in the feet, then according to that is application, Vahana Sokhya, that means they will have very good vehicles. Now in the terms of cars, but in those days it is like a Vahanas. And again he says, Sir says, so many commentators, Govindaraja, etc., etc., so many commentators, everything they started dragging, Duranvaya, they say. So with great difficulty, they started applying everything to Vishnumurti. Sir says no, because there is, and he really puts wonderful questions also. Avatarati means, and Vishnu won't leave that abode and he won't come. Like, when we say Amsha, because that is also mentioned in Bhagavad Gita. Ettad Tejo Amsha Sambhavam, he says. So that is Lord Krishna himself says. Whatever Srimad Urjitameva, he says, whatever is lustrous, whatever is glorious, know them as part the born out of my amsha. So they are actually, that is the reason Devata amsha, Deva amsha, these are the words spoken. So therefore, they need not apply to Vishnu. So that is, and particularly this Krauncha Midhuna, I don't know you have read it or not, but there, Krauncha Midhuna, it is, you have read in Dhanya Loka, how Dhanikara has really explained it. You have enjoyed that context also. But here, actually, it is such a really, uh, what to say, because public may really, they feel offended, but it is Ma Nishada, so Ma means Lakshmi, etc. Nishada. So all this is given entirely a different vyakhyana by earlier commentaries. Sir has taken that part and he said, why so much of dragging? Why this type of anvaya? Not necessary. Let us go for, because it tells about the separation of Rama and Sita, that is Vishnu, Lakshmi, etc., etc. There. It's not at all necessary. Let us go in a simple way, as per the description of Valmiki, Sir said. And again, in the first sarga only, there is a reference about Shabari. Because, Balakanda also abridged form story comes. Then again, same Adiparva of Mahabharata, abridged story of entire Bharata comes. Then again, step by step it runs. Similarly, here also. Shabari, mentioning Shabari, there is a use of word Sramana. Sramana means actually sannyasi. So, here, while just listening to the Sramana Shabda, some people started uh, this Sramana Shabda occurs in Buddhism, later on, later Buddhas. Therefore, Ramayana, because historians, what they do, historian means he has to create history, not write history. Historians means, please let us realize that they are makers of history, not the writers of history. Historians, historians may feel offended, but I am talking about the people who create history for themselves, who make history, who don't write the history. Here, Sramana Shabda, just taking one Shabda, because Sanskrit language is as such, Dhatu Nam Anekarthatvat. One root has got so many. So, this is written, the commentators say, this is, not commentators, historians say, it is a post-Buddhist work. Ramayana is a post-Buddhist work. So, after Buddha only it has come. Sir openly stated, no, it's not proper. Only taking the Sravana Shabda into this, because Sravana Shabda occurs in many places. So, we need not take that, he says. And another thing, here, in that Sundarakanda, not Sundarakanda, when Hanuman went to see Sita, he finds Sita. After coming, what he says, Vane Sita Maya Drushta, he says. Vane Sita Maya Drushta. Here, beautiful justification given by Ramachandrudu garu. See, Drushta Sita, we can say. So, Drushta Sita. Drushta Sita said by Hanuman. Instead of Drushta Sita, if Hanuman says Sita Drushta, then what happens? We know the order of the letter syllables when we utter. Sita. When the word Sita is heard, naturally the listeners may get, anxiety. What happened to Sita? But Drashta, he mentioned, means a seen. Okay. It indicates that she is safe. So here, and also why Valmiki has taken this, Amangalakara thoughts won't be, there is no scope for Amangalakara thoughts, inauspicious thoughts. We know a person when we are eager to know the information about our people, Ati, Ati Sneha Papashinki. This is, Shakuntalam or somewhere. Too much affection, always we bother, we suspect something about. When our persons come late to the house, we go on imagining all worst things. So that is Amangalakara thought. Therefore, once a noble person told me, when really I was also in some calamity, something I was thinking, then he said, don't think of bad. Your willpower only cures the things, he said. This is also very proper to say. I am sharing with you. Whenever there is a calamity or there is some problem has come, then actually that noble person is none other than our SriRamachandrudu sir's brother, younger brother. He is a great, he is a history lecturer, but is such a great person. He knows he is perfect in Muhurta. He is perfect in Vastu Jyotish also. By seeing, looking at the face, he used to tell. Really, that is the greatest power in him. When I just called him, only on phone I was talking, he said, no, your willpower will solve all the problems. And I went on telling the same advice to many people that don't get, panic. Be bold, and your willpower only cures all the things. So that way here, to avoid, sir also hardly used to visit hospitals. He said, many people think that they are what type of man he is. Even if their relatives are in hospital, he won't go. Because there, there is some sankalpa siddhi, etc. will be there. So, sir never allowed bad thoughts enter his mind. That was their system, himself and his brother also. So that is called really tapas. That is one type of tapas. That is the reason to avoid amangalakara thoughts, so he has used that. And then, so, and uh, and also grammatical points are there. So many are there. So here, which I told, mm, gods went to Vishnu, and also they requested Vishnu, you take birth in Dasharatha's wives, yourself dividing yourself into four forms, that is Rama, Lakshmana, Bharata, Shatrugna. Here he says, um, I'll read out in Telugu and also then we can go for ఇక్కడ లోకహితం కొరకై అయోధ్యాధిపతి దశ ఆయన దశరథుని భార్యలయందు నీవు 4 విధములైన వానిగా జన్మించమని ప్రార్థించారు. ఈ వాక్యాలను బట్టి ముగ్గురికి 4 భాగాలు ఎలా పంచాలా అని చూడండి ఎంత మంచిగా మాట్లాడుతున్నారు. దశరథుడు మథన పడినాడో లేదో తెలియదు కానీ వ్యాఖ్యాతలు మాత్రం చాలా కలవరం చెందారు. అందుచేత రాముడు విష్ణువులో అర్ధభాగమని, లక్ష్మణుడు చతుర్థ భాగమని ఇత్యాది వివరణలు ఇచ్చారు. బట్ రామచంద్రుడు గారు ఈ వాక్యాలకు విష్ణువు 4 ముక్కలుగా అయిపోయి రామాది రూపాలలో జనించాడని అర్థం కాదు. అనంత స్వరూపానికి భాగములు అనగానేమి? విష్ణువు రామాది అవతారములు ఎత్తినప్పుడు వైకుంఠము ఖాళీగా ఉండేనా అంటూ చెప్పేసి ఇష్టం వచ్చినట్లు చేసే వ్యాఖ్యలు ఆ వ్యాఖ్యాతలు ఎంత ప్రాచీనులైనా ఆమోదకరములు కావు అని whatever I told. That means avatara means he has divided, means not Vishnu himself got divided. Here, certain things we have to keep in our mind. When we read Ramayana or Mahabharata and those days, how means when certain things are there, we should try to bring its tatparya. Pratipadartha also sometimes may not be possible, tatparya. And on the whole, general idea we have to take. But why should we try to explain how much this Payasa Bhaga is given to Sumitra? Already there it is mentioned, of etc. That's done. Again, taking 4 cups or 4 measurement like, YouTube kitchen. Why should really be bother? It is mentioned. So twice given to Sumitra and once to Kaikeyi. We did not bother about all that. So sir says we should not bother about all that, and Vyakyatas, that commentators should not try to drag. So, and also, see, another thing, Ravindra Garu, probably it is interesting for you. Ashwamedha Yagam, that is a sacred, that is altar, that is Vedi, is constructed for Ashwamedha Yaga. So, that is, 18, that means 18 layers, lines, and 15 lines, etc. is there. Here, sir, there 18 were laid. So that sir says 18 are laid by Shukla Yajurveda people and Krishna Yajurveda people only 15. So Dasharatha, of course, most of the people in North India, they belong to Krishna Yajurveda, Shukla Yajurveda. Southern Dakshina people belong to Krishna Yajurveda. So, sir mentioned this is an indication that Dasharatha belongs to Shukla Yajurveda. Such Vyakhyana is available if the commentator, the Vyakhyata, is well acquainted with Vedic rituals, Vedic rules, etc. also. So, so many, what happens because of this, that is also there. So, only important, I am, so this is actually for this point only I have been searching. Here, Yagarakshana, Vishwamitra, for the protection of Yagarakshana, Rama, Lakshmana were taken. So, here, particularly, Nishacharau Samrakshaniyav, there is a particularly people, because you have studied Sanskrit, Sanrakshaniyav is used as an adjective to Nishacharau. So, Nishacharau Samrakshaniyav. And for that, commentators taken the meaning that Sanrakshaniyav means actually to be protected, but there is Viparita Lakshana. Viparita Lakshana, I don't know whether you have studied it or not. When, all the Alankara Shastras, it has come. If at all anything, oh, yeah, you have very much helped me. సో నేను నీ ఉపకారాన్ని జన్మలో మర్చిపోలేం, నువ్వు చేసిన ఉపకారం సామాన్యమా మర్చిపోలేం అంటే దిస్ ఈజ్ కాల్డ్ విపరీత లక్షణ, బికాస్ ఇట్ డజంట్ మీన్ వాట్ ద వర్డ్స్ మీనింగ్, బట్ ఇట్ గివ్స్ ఎంటైర్లీ డిఫరెంట్ అపోజిట్ మీనింగ్. దిస్ ఈజ్ కాల్డ్ విపరీత లక్షణ. మనం తెలుగులో చాలా మనం మాట్లాడుతూనే ఉంటాం. సో సంరక్షణీయ, వెన్ ద వర్డ్ ఈస్ సెడ్, then it is to be taken in the sense of viparita lakshana. So, sanrakshaniyo means they should be killed, we have to say. So, in that context, here, here two things I have done. One is, rakshanti abhyam iti rakshaniyo. So, karana sampradana, in the way that snantyanena iti snaniyam churnam, etc. Explaining, let me leave it. Here, actually, Raksha, there is a sutra in Apadana, apadane panchami, and also in that karaka vibhaktis you have studied. In that, one more thing is there, bhitrarthanam bhayahetuhu is there. So, raksha, etc. So, actually, sanrakshaniyo and nishacharo, here, the meaning is sanrakshaniyo means that Rajaputra Rakshanam I had explained to you when we studied Arthashastra. Raja Putrat Rakshanam, because Bhitrarthanam Bhayahetu, Raksha. So Raksha from Rakshasa Shabda also has come like that only. Because protection is required from them. That is the reason Rakshamsi. So here also, Samrakshaniyo Nishacharo means I mean, actually, they are dangerous people. So they are to be kept aside. The Rakshana is needed from Nishacharas. So there I also have written Raksha, Rajaputra Rakshanam, etc. occurred in this Kautilya's Arthashastra. In my article, I have mentioned that. So this way, Trana, from whom Trana is mentioned, it is mentioned. That way, Apadanartha, because that is Lakarartha Prakarana and also Karakas in Trutiyarthe, in Panchamyarthe, etc. So here that is mentioned. So, like that. And Ayodhya Kanda, so many things are there. Divolka. So, one important thing I'll just as a concluding, I'll tell. Fourth Sarga, there is a shloka 17 in which Divolka word is used. Divolka. So, Ulka, I need not tell. Diva Ulka means Ulkas in daytime. So, Ramchandrudu sir mentions some commentators who are not acquainted with, as I told you, sir is acquainted with astronomy, Jyotisha. So they have mentioned that is Diva Ulka. That means daytime Ulkas are not possible. Therefore, Diva means they have taken the sense of Akasha, and from Akasha they have taken. But Ramchandrudu sir told, according to Brihas Samhita, Ulkas fall even during daytime, because he knows everything. He quotes Brihas Samhita there. So quoting that, there is a possibility of, probably because of this light, etc. Because now stars are there, isn't it? I say stars are not disappearing in the daytime. They are overpowered by the luster of sun god. So similarly, Vulkas, anything falls, we cannot notice because of the extreme this luster of sun god. So that is the reason it is also mentioned. Like this, many places, Ramchandrudu are mentioned. That is a commentary. Why should we Mandakini Nadi Varnana? Because this is almost like 15, 16 pages article. That is the reason. Entire article I am not doing. But the significance, that is importance of Ramchandrudu sir's Vyakhyana Balanandini on Ramayana is really noteworthy, because there are so many um, misinterpretations that is, leading somewhere, confusing people. So instead of that, uh, if there is a possibility of justifying them with proper knowledge, that is okay. Otherwise, better to follow simply and give only tatparya. That's all, leave it there. But we should not try to drag the matter and apply our own knowledge. If we are not confident, better to keep quiet. If we are confident, then only we have to say. This is the actually This is a lesson for Vyakyatra people, commentators, because the problem is misinterpretations, the wrong interpretations mislead the misinterpretations automatically mislead the readers, and again fight comes there. This Vyakyata states this Vyakyata. So unless you have literary evidence, shastric evidence, don't comment it up. If you don't comment, no problem. If you comment, then be authentic, like with authenticity only you do it. This is actually, this we have to learn from the commentary of Ramachandrudu garu. So this I wanted to really uh, inform the audience, whoever listens to it. Otherwise, there were many like comments by scholars only. What is there? Ramayana he has simply translated. Why? What is the greatness of the translation, and what is the greatness of Ramachandrudu? Because he has only simply rendered translation. That's all. What is there? He has not written any Mahakavya, etc. They told in front of me only. But that Vyakhyana, how powerful that Vyakhyana, why people, thousands of people have purchased, why it went into 2, 3 editions means these are the reasons. Because ordinary people may accept just like that, but scholarly people can never get satisfied unless, there is a genuine commentary. That is the reason. Actually, I am really introducing via this Zoom media SriRamachandrudu garu's contributions to the audience, and whoever are interested, they can purchase, they can read, at least they can understand the greatness of such commentaries, why these commentaries are needed. Because without commentary, we cannot follow the original text. Like because of Malinatha only, we are able to read the Panchakavyas. So with this, I think I take leave. Let us meet next.